My current position is the International Labour Organization's Skills and Employability Specialist for Egypt and North Africa. So I'm working to support youth to find a job and find adequate skills, and supporting the Ministry of Education and the private sector to bridge the skills gaps and to create opportunities for young women in the world of work. I had the opportunity to come here as a young intern when I was just dreaming about being in the UN, and everybody told me it's so difficult to be in the UN, like don't even try and you have to apply properly. And I just took my luck in my own hands and wrote emails to random people in the UN with my CV and my research papers and said I would really like to work on youth. And I think youth unemployment in Egypt is one of the biggest challenges this country has. And I was very keen to come up with projects and ideas to support the youth finding a job. And not just any job, just finding a decent job and a job that's really in line with what they would like to do, like that fits their skills and their motivation and their aspirations. And this is how I came here. Well, I think Egypt has done tremendous progress in educational attainments, first of all. I mean, so many more young people and women have good basic education and good secondary education, but still there is a big divide between rural and urban areas. So in a lot of the rural areas, many young people just do the same job or the same profession that their parents are doing, or many women are bound by the ideas what's a good job for them, you know, being a teacher, working in the government. There's very little space for them to explore careers in science, in technology, in math, as a doctor, because they don't even are aware of the opportunities they have, or they're not aware what a career in these fields can actually bring benefits, a very good income, a very interesting and dynamic job environment. So for me, this is one of the biggest challenges, a lack of certain awareness of what's out there in terms of jobs. But then also, I think career guidance and information after university and before university, like choosing what kind of university career you're going to do, is a big challenge. I think a lot of the big international companies and also international organizations have a shift in the recent years, trying to really actively promote women in STEM fields and engineering, in like technology fields. Like I think if you talk to a lot of the big corporates, they would have even quotas or like preferential hiring for women in STEM fields. And if you look at the global market, you will see definitely a bigger need in science-based professions than in like, let's say, historic-based or like humanitarian professions. Like you will see the labor market needs much more engineers, doctors, nurses, technicians than they would probably need historics or archaeologists or like people like teachers at the moment. So you have a shift, you have a need. And women are actually so like, a lot of companies would love to hire women in that field because they want to be dynamic. They want to bring in that different type of thinking, that kind of different brain wires, as you say, the left side versus the right side of the brain. So it can really create an important mix in a company to have women in those fields as well. So I think there's the right time with a very good opportunity for women. I think there's a big shift in that. For example, you also have international donors such as the UK or USAID, who are actively promoting women access to STEM. There is the Prosperity Fund in Egypt, which is trying to help women from vulnerable groups to have access to STEM education, trying to provide scholarships, but also trying to change policies in universities, making them more accessible to females. So I think the Egyptian government and also the international community is really trying to focus on that at the moment. I think I would probably say two things. First of all, I think never be shy to be ambitious, right? Because very often you see men walking in a room as if they own the room, and maybe some women are even better qualified as them, but they are a bit like, they learn to be a bit shy, a bit like on the back seat. No, if you're good at something, go for it. If you want to work in science as an engineer, don't be shy. Don't be shy to tell people that you're good, actually, that you have good grades, that you've like studied well. But also for yourself, I think about the career path. You will have opportunities in terms of income. You will have opportunities, especially in the big corporates of like, at the moment, a big push towards flexible working hours, more childcare support, like trying to integrate work-life balance for women. So try to see yourself in the future with a job that provides you a good income, together with also the opportunity to combine family and life balance.